3, 2, 1. Hey everyone, welcome
Yo.
to another episode of Eigenbros, live to you from Denver, Colorado.
Hey. I don't know about the live part, though.
Well, we're here living currently in Denver, Colorado. As the title may suggest, we were scheduled to come to the APS March meeting, and it has since been canceled. Not socially. Well, both socially and financially it's been canceled.
The corona got to him.
The coronavirus got to them. It's the APS official message, I guess, about this whole thing is that it's very serious.
I guess so. Did they actually do a follow-up message?
Yeah. I mean, they followed up with an email saying that they actually think they made the right decision because they wanted their community to be safe, and they suspect that. Well, the experts suspect that it would be kind of like a pandemic towards the end of March, early April.
I see.
It would be spreading in the U.S. So,
gotcha.
You heard it here first, folks.
Yeah.
It's already kind of spreading here and there. I think it just landed in Seattle.
Did it?
Yeah, and I think it hit. It's been in San Antonio as far as I know. Also, I think there's like a case or two in Tampa, Florida. So in New York too as well.
So the pandemic begins.
It's beginning. It's starting.
You know where the best place to go for pandemic is, right?
What?
Madagascar.
Why is that?
Have you ever played that game, Pandemic?
No.
They literally, Madagascar seems to be the only ones who ever survive. If the virus doesn't start there, they close their borders down real quick.
Well, I mean, it's an island, I guess.
Yeah.
I guess it makes sense.
Yeah. It's kind of an inside joke if you know the game Pandemic, but Madagascar is really hard to kill. You're supposed to be you're supposed to make a disease that can wipe out the whole population of the world.
Okay.
And usually Madagascar is pretty hard to get to.
Interesting.
So.
Well, I mean, it makes sense if you live on an island, but no man is an island, Terence. Let me tell you that. So here we are. We're kind of stranded, I guess. We were planning to do a couple interviews with both students and maybe even a wayward professor or two.
That might not be out of the cards yet.
Might not be out of the cards.
Yeah.
There's some people up here in Boulder and Boulder pretty much, and
some other colleges.
Yeah, and NIST as well is up here.
IST?
NIST.
Oh, NIST. Okay.
Yeah, NIST. Yeah. So for the folks that don't know, NIST is what's the abbreviation? National Institute of Standards and Technology.
I think you got it. I think you nailed it.
Boom. I made that up Yeah. So Los Alamos is 6 hours away. We could also go there.
I don't know why you're hung up on going to Los Alamos.
Come on, man. This is where the home of the atomic bomb.
It's a future Eigenbros journey.
Yeah. Well, it's not that far away, and I have friends there. And shout out to my homeboys over there.
There you go.
My homies, the Eigen homies. So yeah, it's I'm severely disappointed.
Are you severely disappointed that the conference is shut down?
Yeah.
I know you were well preparing your speech and all that good stuff.
Spent like 2 weeks.
I didn't have to do a speech for the record. I was just here tagging along with Juan.
Yeah.
To have some fun in Denver and also get some good Eigenbros content for you guys to enjoy.
Yeah, and so I mean, I prepared like for 2 weeks, and then now there's an additional week that I'm just spending kind of doing. Well, I'm trying to do work. I still have to write and stuff.
You got thesis stuff to do.
Yeah, I got thesis stuff to work out and a bunch of other stuff. So yeah, it's I mean, still nonetheless, I'm trying to kind of make up for it by doing outdoor activities. Colorado's a beautiful state.
We went to what was it, Red Rock yesterday?
Yeah, we went to the Red Rock Amphitheater. Check out Twitter. I think we posted a photo up there.
Yeah.
So go back and like it.
Yeah, pretty beautiful site.
Yeah, it's quite the sight to behold. The mountains, the Rockies are beautiful. If you've never been to Denver, it's really nice. Yeah, it's the capital of Colorado for those folks that are listening from out of state. It's a big city, surprisingly.
Yeah,
It's
is.
actually
not really surprisingly.
Well,
I guess
I'm comparing it to my own hometown, which is not very big.
Oh,
but it's bigger in population, but the city itself is not very big. But yeah, in terms of if you're ever going to visit, check out. Don't go to what was this spaghetti place we went to? That had $20 spaghetti place.
No, we're not going to disparage anyone.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
So
just a little overpriced, but it was decent.
it was.
Although you got a little bit shafted on your meal.
I tried something new and.
What was it
go
called?
so well.
The meal that you got? Some
It was
weird red wine.
It was ricotta or something. Ricotta spaghetti.
Okay, yeah.
I don't know if that's probably it's probably not called ricotta spaghetti. It's just like
Yeah.
I think it was called ricotta or something.
It was weird.
Anyway, it was really strange on the palate. It tasted like lentils and not what I expected at all.
Yeah.
So, anyway, yeah, I mean, Denver itself is really cool.
Mm-hmm.
They,
Literally.
yeah, I mean that literally.
You had to buy a new jacket.
But going back to the APS thing, it's kind of shocking how they handled it, though, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A little bit. Yeah, literally, what happened for the audience to give a recap is we were on the plane a day before the conference, and me and Juan, we left from a location that was a little bit farther away from our town.
Yeah.
So we had to drive a few hours. So we kind of started early in the day, and we were on the flight. And pretty much while we were on the flight, they literally canceled it as we were on the plane.
Yeah, like I was taking off. We were taking off. We're on the tarmac already, seatbelts on, about to take off, and I get an email right as I'm about to go into airplane mode saying March meeting might be canceled.
Right.
And then I read that and I was like, wow, okay, that's interesting. I was like, why would it be canceled?
Mm-hmm.
And then I was like, there's no way. There's no way they're going to cancel an event as big as this a day before it's scheduled to begin.
Yeah.
This is just, it would be insane.
Yeah.
So on the flight, I practiced my talk multiple times. I went through like 4 hours, just like going through my talk, rewriting my notes, blah blah blah, reconfiguring.
Were you actually practicing with the person you were sitting next to?
No. She was sleeping.
Okay.
She was sick. She probably. Probably had the coronavirus.
Did she cough in your general direction?
I hope not. No, But I mean, I'm getting a little sniffly, Yeah, but she was sleeping and I was working diligently, and as grad students do, and so. But nonetheless, I immediately went over to Terence when we reached altitude and we could take off our seatbelts, and I was like, "Hey, man, hate to tell you this, but they might be canceling the event by the time we land. We might know definitively." Right. And yeah,
I was like, wow.
So right when we landed, I turned off the airplane mode, and sure enough. Got text from like 10 people. One particular, my advisor, he was exclamation point. The March meeting has been canceled. I don't know if that was
a little too excited.
I don't know if that was an exciting thing for him, but for me it wasn't.
He's like, I don't have to pay. Yay!
He's like, yes, I haven't left town. No, but me, I was already in Denver, and well,
yeah, and it was kind of madness. People on Reddit and Twitter and all these physics folk who were stranded, coming from all over the world, even, Australia, Japan, places like that.
Yep.
Trying to figure out what the hell to do. So I think a bunch of people have probably booked flights, for between now and Monday and Wednesday flights. So I'm sure a bunch of them have left out by now. But
yeah, I know a lot of people just left already.
Yeah. But we're staying, so we're in it for the long haul.
Well, our situation, our situation's a little different, but yeah, it's just cheaper to just stay. Yeah. So we're probably just going to wing it.
Right.
So
we're just going to make the best of it.
We'll try. So
we're recording out of our Airbnb right now. You know.
This is not our house. This is not the new Eigen Cave.
Yeah.
Or the Hilbert. What is it? Hilbert. What was it?
The Hilbert space.
No, the commenter, one of them said Hilbert homies or something.
Hilbert
homies. What did he say?
I can't remember now.
Myers Crib, I think is his name.
Myers Crib.
I think that's what he said. That was a good one. That was a good shout out to you, man. But yeah, it's yeah. I mean, disappointed in APS. Very disappointed. I don't know.
But at least they made a call rather than not making one.
I just think they
thought it was that serious.
I just think they could have made that decision, like at least at the latest, in my opinion, Friday, when you can reasonably do this, because people are traveling in during the weekend.
Yeah.
Like people are going like Saturday or Sunday. People are probably going to do that. Now, if you're a little trigger happy and you want to get to your location early, then Friday. Sorry, I left the door open.
It's fine.
Friday would be the
latest you'd say to cancel.
Yeah, reasonably being like, okay, I get it.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway.
Yeah, it's fine though. I think at least they pulled the trigger rather than not. Better late than never.
Yeah, but do you think
if we started a pandemic in the U.S., maybe that wouldn't be so.
But do you think the coronavirus is? I mean, the experts seem to say, that it's a very serious thing.
Yeah.
And I have this is not mine. I had an email from an expert who studied the coronavirus.
Mm-hmm.
How he was saying, and we can read some of it.
Okay.
But,
yeah.
Because
I know literally next to nothing about corona.
Yeah. Yeah, the coronavirus. It's we had an email from a gentleman in who was nice enough to correspond with us about the gravity of the situation.
Now, you reached out to him, or?
Yes, personally. No,
okay.
I'm just kidding.
Oh.
No. It was an email from a professor who studied the coronavirus. I think I already said this, but he just emailed the whole group. But this is a professor at UC San Diego, and this is what he's saying he's doing for the upcoming COVID-19 coronavirus pandemic.
Mm-hmm.
So he's already for sure, he's stating already that this is going to be a pandemic. So, or it already is, technically.
Yeah, I think it is. Probably already crossed that threshold.
He's saying when he was a professor of pathology at the UC San Diego, he was one of the first people to work on it. And he's kept up with pretty much the development of it. And current projections of its expansion in the U.S. are only probable due to continued insufficient worldwide data, but it's most likely to be widespread in the U.S. by mid to late March and April. So, and here's what he suggests that precautions you should take. And these are the same precautions that you should follow when it's flu season, obviously, except for the mask and gloves. So he suggests no handshaking. Use a fist bump, right? Use elbow, that kind of thing.
Oh, this is serious shit.
Use only your knuckle to touch light switches, elevator buttons. Lift the gasoline dispenser with a paper towel or a disposable glove. So
I've already fucked all these rules up.
Well, open doors with your closed fist or hip. Do not grasp the handle with your hand unless there's no other way to open the door. Now, I do this thing where I open if I don't have, I'm not going to grab the whole handle. I'm not an animal. I mean,
okay.
I'm going to use like the tip of my pinky or something to open the door. I do that.
See, I'm not that careful about
I'm
all
a
this
germaphobe.
stuff.
I'm kind of a germaphobe.
See, I think germs make you stronger.
They do.
You got to get some every now and then, or else you just become too insulated.
Sure, but
and then when one one little virus of corona hits you in the nose, you're going to be dead.
Lights out.
Because you have no resistance.
No, I'm fine. I should be okay, but I still do that to practice good health. I haven't gotten sick in literally well, I don't want to jinx myself, so I'm not going to say.
Dude, I haven't gotten sick in years.
I'm not going to jinx myself, but yeah. So I haven't gotten sick in a good minute, so that's good. He says to open. Okay, so use disinfectant wipes at the stores when they're available, including wiping handles, blah blah blah, like your common areas, high traffic areas that you use in your house, I guess.
Sure.
Wash your hands, especially before you eat. Okay, 10 to 20 seconds. And or use greater than 60% alcohol-based hand sanitizer when you return home from any activity when you've gone outside and done stuff. So, I mean, obviously wash your hands, people. Wash your hands. Don't. And if you have...
You filthy animals.
Yeah. Really. I know a lot of people who don't wash their hands. I wash my hands every time before I eat, no matter what. Even if I'm eating with utensils, I wash my hands.
Yeah.
So, for you savages out there, I know a couple of you. If possible, cough or sneeze into a disposable tissue and discard. And so, yeah, I mean, just if you sneeze into your hand, wash your hands. If you sneeze I sneeze into my shirt, so I go like this. Chew. Hopefully it doesn't, it catches a lot of the sort of high, what is it,
high risk
the air particles, I guess.
Okay.
Well, not the sneeze, the water that comes when you sneeze it out.
I usually do the inner part of the elbow.
Yeah, that one's
or
interesting.
Not the inner. What do you call this?
Yeah, the inner elbow. Yeah,
no, because the elbow's here. This is like the crease,
the crevice of your elbow.
The crevice between the forearm and the bicep.
Yeah, interesting. If anybody anatomy people know what that is, let us know. And then he says, what I have stocked in preparation for the pandemic in the spread to the U.S.
What at what?
What he has stocked in preparation for the pandemic spread to the U.S. So,
A bunch of Campbell's soup.
Latex are now trial latex disposable gloves for use when going shopping, using the gasoline pump, and all other outside activity. So, buy some gloves right now, just in case, because this is a virus is spread by large. So he leaves this as a note, but the virus is spread in large droplets by coughing and sneezing. This means that the air will not affect you, okay? But all the surfaces where the droplets land are infectious for about a week on average. Everything that is associated with infected people will be contaminated and potentially infectious. The virus is on surfaces, and you will not be infected unless your unprotected face is directly coughed or sneezed upon. This virus only has cell receptors for lung cells. It only infects your lungs. The only way for your virus to infect you is through your nose or your mouth via your hands or infected cough or sneeze directly into your nose or mouth. So don't let people roll up on you.
And just start
Sneezing.
hacking in your mouth.
Just like, so stay away from little kids. They don't have any manners, so they'll just like
Disease factories.
sneeze and cough on you and just open mouth and everything.
Right.
So don't stay away. Stock up on disposable surgical masks and use them to prevent you from touching your nose and mouth. So, and you touch your face more than you think you do in an average day. So that's probably where the face masks will help you. Now, I think the face masks are sort of most people are saying it's not really going to do anything for you. But I think if it gives you a peace of mind that no one's going to roll up on you and do biochemical warfare and just like sneeze in your general direction.
I guess it could help to block any of those particles that are coughing in your face.
Yeah. If they do, but most people have manners. But if you're if you don't trust anybody, then if you have trust issues, then you don't do that. Wear a surgical mask. But most importantly is to stop you from trying to touch your face or anything.
Never underestimate the dirtiness of humans.
Nope. So stock up now with hand sanitizers, but that has to be greater than 60%, okay? And he suggests zinc lozenges.
Why zinc?
We'll get to it.
Oh,
so
okay.
These, we'll see.
Spoilers.
These lozenges have been proven to be effective in blocking coronavirus and most other viruses. So get your coldies right now from your local neighborhood Walgreens sponsor. For multiplying,
You got to stop saying sponsor when you don't have any sponsor.
These lozenges have been proven to be effective in blocking coronavirus and most other viruses from multiplying in your throat and nasopharynx. Use as directed several times a day. When you begin to feel any cold-like symptoms beginning, it's best to lie down and let the lozenge dissolve in the back of your throat and nasopharynx. Coldies lozenges is one brand available, but there are other brands. Most people now we all expect it for it to be reasonably contained, but there's already a lot of there's too many moving parts, so it's more than likely going to spread.
Yeah.
In the next month or so.
Yeah.
So everyone's spring break is probably going to be ruined.
No, that's true. I didn't think about that.
In fact, it'll probably be heightened because everyone's going to travel for spring break more than likely. So.
Yeah, Corona's it's doing some work. It seems.
So be careful out there, folks. Do I think the APS made the right call? I mean, yeah, but like I said, they just did it too late.
I see.
They could have done it
better
a
action,
couple days before.
Quicker action.
Yeah, they should have. I agree. They waited too long to actually cancel it. But
yeah.
Hey, what are you going to do?
Yeah.
It's probably the right decision, but. So anyway.
But we're here, so.
We're here.
We're going to make the best of it.
Yeah, so. So what else, I guess, was on the menu? I'm trying to think. What did you think? What do you think of Denver as a city as a whole?
Denver as a city. So this is not the first time I've been to Denver. But I only been one other time, and funnily enough, that was also for a conference. Only was for the Magnetic Materials Conference.
MMM?
It was like 2014 or something when I was still an undergraduate, and I was doing a poster presentation, Spintronics one, and I liked Denver a lot back then, and I like it a lot now. I think it's one of these, cities I would definitely pick to live, at the end of the day if I could. I've got
Yeah.
I've got like 5 or 6 cities that I would choose to live in,
Yeah.
and this is one of them for sure.
Yeah, it's a beautiful landscape.
Yeah, those mountains, man. The mountains in the backdrop, like all day, you're spoiled.
Yeah, it's amazing. Just looking at the summit and just
Yeah.
dreaming of hiking that. It's nice.
Yeah.
It's very serene.
What do you think overall?
I mean, I've been to Colorado a couple times, and I've been to Denver. I've landed in Denver every time, so I've been to Denver quite a bit. I haven't really been around the city that much. Like, I've walked around and visited some shops and food places, but in terms of like nightlife, I'm not sure. I'm not really too sure. I guess we'll see this week what it's going to be like.
Yeah.
But
Eigenbros on the scene.
on the scene.
But we did
At the
we did
bars.
do I guess we could bring up we did do a little bit of traveling the city yesterday, and we ended up at a comedy club,
We did.
and
We did.
and Juan did a little bit of stand-up material.
Yeah, don't call it stand up. It's not even. I'm not here to tell jokes. I'm here to tell the truth. No, I'm just kidding.
It was pretty good though. I gotta say it was good for a zero timer.
Boom.
Yeah.
Yeah. This
this
is
is
how
the
many
first time.
laughs I got. 0.
You got a couple.
Got a couple
Couple
chuckles. I got a couple chuckles. That was fine. The thing is, I mean, I'm not gonna get LOLs. You know, it's fine.
Yeah,
I
you
got
need
a lot
few
of
more under your belt before you get that.
Yeah, I got a couple scoffs. I got a couple people just kind of like, where's he going with this? where is he going with this? And I was like, I don't know, because I'm just up here just riffing.
I mean, it was pretty much on a whim. Like, we decided to do stand-up like maybe a couple
Literally
hours
an hour before, yeah.
So Juan was like trying to get material together in his head.
Yeah, I was trying to
I was impressed you went up though and you did it. So there you go, man.
you know,
that's how you got to do
impulsivity.
it.
Yeah, you got to be impulsive sometimes.
Yeah, you just gotta, 1, 2, 3, boom, do it.
Yeah, it was fun. It was fun. Mostly because I didn't care what, like, I didn't know any of the people there, so it was kind of like, well,
A little easier.
it was a little easier because the judge, I don't care what they think.
Yeah,
kind of
yeah.
thing. In fact, I kind of shot myself in the foot because I started literally shitting on the city.
Juan literally said their city smells like shit. So then there was a lot of fuck Floridas for the rest
people.
of the sets.
Yeah, there was a lot of people saying fuck Florida, and I agreed. I was like, fuck Florida, but it doesn't matter to me. Like, these are all jokes, people. Like, no, but Colorado is actually beautiful. Denver is a beautiful city. Maybe I should have closed with that, but it's fine.
Yeah.
It was just, I ended up shitting on the city, and then it just made it worse. I think it made everybody pissed off. That probably wasn't the best approach.
It was a light pissed off, though. I don't think they cared that much. They just wanted to
yeah.
give you a little bit of shit.
Maybe. We'll see. I don't know. But they were holding back the laughs, I could tell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They were holding them back.
They're like, I don't want to fucking laugh. This guy.
I don't know if that was the reason.
No, that wasn't the reason. It was because I'm not funny, so it's okay. No, I suck. I know. Look, like I said when I first went upstage, I was like everyone's first time, someone's crying and everyone's disappointed. So, yeah, I'm the one crying.
But hey, there's a future there. I think the stand up is a good thing.
It's just fun.
Maybe our podcast will be funny if we, start putting ourselves out there more.
Yeah, well, yeah, we'd have to do a litmus test of what's funny first. We have to know how to think funny.
Yeah.
That's hard.
It is, especially when you're in physics, always thinking of precision over humor.
Yeah, it's tough.
Yeah, it's a balance. You got to find a balance.
That's yeah. But so we're actually thinking about making a trip up to Boulder and hopefully get some hiking in.
Yeah.
Boys are about to exercise, get some altitude sickness. So, yeah, it's just
What?
there's just a lot to do. We're here
Yeah.
for the second day. I'm like, I don't even know what to do, I guess.
I know. We gotta find some things to do.
I know.
There was a few people on Reddit, Twitter, who were talking about meeting up physicists to give their own presentations. I know we talked about it a little bit, but I don't know. You were kind of not feeling like doing your presentation.
Ooh. Yeah. I didn't feel like doing it because I was already disappointed and dejected from the whole thing. So I still don't feel like doing it, mostly out of laziness now. But
But we could always, go and
because it's an unofficial talk, and it's like you can't even really put it on your CV.
Right,
so
right.
It's like, well, fine, whatever.
Also, I think some people are doing video versions of their talks on Twitter and whatnot.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Maybe it's just good for practicing.
Yeah, it'd be nice, but
yeah.
But
you're not motivated to do that.
Not motivated to do that. Yeah, man. I don't even know what to say. Like, I'm just bummed out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm still bummed out.
Yeah, but I think we're making the best of it.
I guess.
It's just like you have a little fun in Denver, and we can,
Yeah, I just wish there was
chill.
I just wish there was actually. I was so excited to meet people and, maybe interview a couple folks.
Yeah, we might be able to though. Still,
Yeah.
we're just going to have to arrange it. It's not going to be as easy as just walking around the conference area.
Yeah.
That was one of the big reasons why I wanted to come here too, just for the audience. We wanted to get some interviews in of, people at the actual event, just to see if see people's research and what universities are coming from.
Yeah.
And what's latest in the major fields of physics, I guess. And but of course that's out the window now. But
yeah, Terence was going to talk about. Well, Terence was wanted to record my whole talk, and I was like, nah, let's not do that.
Well, I just would have recorded it on the phone or something.
Yeah, that's not bad.
Just a little clip.
It was well scripted. It's a good talk, but
Okay.
But yeah,
the world will never know.
The world will never know. So that's what you would do, huh? You would go to Madagascar?
Yeah, Madagascar
For the coronavirus outbreak.
At least that seems like, according to Pandemic, the video game.
No, I think the best place to go would probably be like the poles. In my opinion, because the poles.
That's just cold.
Because it's cold, and nobody's going to want. Or go live up in a mountain or something, just away from people.
How about just a fallout shelter? Just barricade yourself up.
Yeah, but the more you stay away from people, but that's what I'm saying. Like, if you just move into the mountains, then you don't have to worry about people. You just walk around, be free still.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
But then that's cold. I'd rather have a no cold situation.
No cold. Yeah, and you can't get sick because other people will get you sick.
Yeah.
So you'll be a loner, a healthy loner.
Just a loner for a while until it blows over.
Yeah.
Well,
the thing is that
set up an Xbox, a little antenna.
Sure. Hack into the satellite system and get 5G on your Xbox.
I do that. Play video games in my fallout shelter.
There was like an electrical engineer guy who I'm not going to say that I knew him because it's a very illegal thing that he was doing. But but I heard that he modified his phone or something to basically be able to have free phone service.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, I don't know how he did it. But
he's probably a radio frequency engineer.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very, very cool. Very cool stuff. Unfortunately, illegal though, so I can't condone it. But nonetheless, interesting. I was thinking about how he might have done that, but yeah, actually, the time change here is really messing with me.
Same here. I'm actually tired right now.
Yeah, me too. Like, it's just so.
We've been kind of lethargic, especially me. I've been lethargic this whole week.
But I think it's because our sleep schedules are so jacked up.
And the food too, man, and everything I've been seeing. Like you were saying when we were in the car earlier, like I need some water, and I haven't had vegetables this whole time too. So I'm just like I'm eating Doritos and and lunch meat,
eating gamer food.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, jeez.
So it's just like you're feeling a little bit drained from it.
No, you are. Yeah, I mean, I try to keep hydrated. For those of you that don't know, Denver's high in altitude. We're seafloor people. We're like,
I can't tell. I mean, you can tell when we were walking up the stairs to Red Rock.
Yeah.
Like, I was winded. But then I was like, is that just from me being out of shape or?
Maybe both.
Yeah.
But it's definitely the altitude. Yeah, like it's definitely the altitude.
When we're also with another buddy of ours. When he was winded, I was like, okay.
Yeah, it's not just
me because he works out every day pretty much.
Yeah. But yeah, the what was I going to say? I forgot. Coronavirus.
Yeah.
I think
maybe that corona got you a little bit.
No. Actually, we're talking about the sleep thing.
Oh yeah.
But yeah. It's just the altitude. It's a combination of things, and yeah, you folks over here, we're very low energy today.
Sublime.
Sublime. It's actually not that bad. It's more like just, I guess, traveling and preparing to travel. I'm kind of just like, just. I was so elated for the past. I was like kind of manic, the past 2 weeks. Just high functioning. and then once I was like, I got the news. I was like, oh no.
Slow taper downward.
And I was like, just kind of, bummed out. But
do you have any things on your list, Juan, that you want to see while we're up here?
Yeah. Well, I want to go to Boulder and do a couple hikes there. I've been to Boulder a couple times. It's really
I hope
nice.
we need to try to get into the physics department at Boulder somehow.
Yeah, let's pry our way in.
Yeah.
Strong arm our way in. Talk to the Nobel Prize dudes there.
Yeah.
Condensed matter. There's a couple.
Go
There's
bug
two.
the graduate students and raid their office.
Right. There's like two of them. Or even go to the guys at NIST and just be like, knock on the door and be like, hey.
That might be a little bit harder. We'd have to arrange something.
Yeah, I'm kidding about that.
But I bet we could get on.
I bet we could get a tour.
Yeah, I just don't know how soon.
Yeah.
Because sometimes you have to book these things, a few weeks in advance, and then they'll be like, once they check your background and everything, then they'll let you in.
Yeah.
Maybe it's something to look into. No yawning on the camera, Juan.
I know, we're so tired.
You're gonna make the audience sleepy.
Well, they don't know that, the audio listeners.
Oh, that's true.
But yeah, if you yawned at me yawning audio, we have something special. There's a human connection there.
There is. Metaphysics.
What do you think that's from, actually?
The mimicking.
You know that? Did you know about that?
That humans will reciprocate a yawn once they see you yawn?
Instinctively.
Yeah, I'm not sure. It probably has something to do with mirroring.
Mirroring.
Yeah, the phenomenon of mirroring.
Yeah,
where people will do the same kind of things. They'll model their behaviors with you. I don't know if that's true. That could be a completely bullshit asinine thing to say, but
well, people yawn whenever they have low oxygen in their brain.
Yeah,
that's like a thing. So maybe I was like, maybe we're in a region of a pocket of low oxygen, so we're all yawning at the same time.
I feel like there's something off there.
No.
Yeah, because I feel like humans in the beginning of time wouldn't, or in the beginning of our era, wouldn't be in a situation where they need to develop a whole evolutionary mechanism.
You would.
For a low oxygen region.
I'll tell you why.
Why?
In caves, when you're burning wood and fire, fire burns oxygen, my friend.
Oh,
or,
interesting.
I guess eats up.
Maybe
oxygen.
You debunked it.
Debunked.
Debunked my situation.
Stamp. No, this is what I know. This is what I read about back in the day. But
I see.
Yeah, that's it's not definitive, but they suspect that that's where it's from.
I see. That actually sounds possible.
The ones who died weren't the ones who yawned.
Right.
The ones who are like, why is everybody opening their mouths? And then they just like pass out and die.
Fall in the fire.
Yeah.
So we're having fried George tonight. Or whatever a caveman name would be.
George, I guess. George is a good name, I guess.
George of the jungle.
Yeah. Man. So, man, I don't even know.
I feel like you just crashed.
We're dragging ass.
We should have got you some. We should have got you some caffeine.
I wanted some caffeine today, and I was going to drink a Monster.
You seemed like you had enough. You seemed like you had more energy than me though this morning.
I did.
Maybe you used it all.
No, it's because I had some Special K cereal, and cereal hits me. Cereal's like it's a bunch of carbs, so it just hits me like.
I had some Special K this morning, and it helped me wake up some.
Yeah, I don't know. Cereal's kind of weird for me, man.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm the only one, but it's like the sugar is it just doesn't do well. It's not a good first meal. What I do well in first meals, they got to be like full of fat.
Yeah.
It's got to be balanced. It's got to be balanced breakfast.
I see.
Part of the balanced breakfast, classic, Saturday morning kind of dish layout where it's like the orange juice, the waffle, the eggs, the turkey sausage links.
Well-balanced breakfast. That always seemed bogus to me.
Bogus?
Yeah, it seemed. I'm like a well-balanced breakfast. That shit seems like a extra.
No.
Like who's drinking orange juice with a side of toast,
me,
cereal, and pancakes all day?
That's my ideal. That's my ideal.
That seems
if
overkill,
I could start
man.
life every day like that, that would
And
I
then
would be
pancakes with a
infinitely
bunch of sugar and syrup. That seems like such a well-balanced seems real bogus.
No, okay. Well, you're saying there's too much sugar.
Yeah,
in
there's
that.
too much going on there that doesn't
No,
seem
but
right.
it's got to be whole grain. It's got to be
And
whole
also-
grain toast, whole grain waffles, that kind of thing.
But also orange juice is really weird too. It's like
Why?
nobody's drinking that much orange juice.
Oh, I drink it all the time.
Yeah, but like
Well, I had to stop
how do
drinking
you
it. but-
really need all that vitamin C? I'm
Man,
not convinced you do.
you don't know this, but I'm gonna share it for all you listeners. I used to drink as a treat. I used to give myself every Friday when I would get paid.
Yep.
In my first years as an undergrad, when I was rail thin, I used to go to the local store, HEB, for you Texas folks out there. Grab a jug of orange juice, the largest gallon from Simply Orange, not from concentrate.
Oh, Simply Orange is good.
Not from concentrate. Never, don't ever buy concentrated orange juice. And I would pretty much chug like half of it.
Jeez.
So
I don't know how that's. I don't think
I'm
that's
surprised
good.
I didn't get diabetes. Or
Yeah.
anything.
I feel like that's not a good.
It wasn't because my nose would get hot. Like I'd feel the temperature rise, and then my upper lip would start sweating.
Oh gosh.
That wasn't. I was definitely
The
spiking my
sugar's
blood
coursing
sugar.
through your veins, just like
Spiking my blood sugar levels to an unprecedented way.
your
That my
body's
body
just melting down.
just like burn. Just put up his body temperature.
Right.
Just get rid of the energy. So yeah, I would do that. I loved orange juice, but I had to stop because acidic foods are not good for your intestinal lining. People.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah, so you can get ulcers and stuff.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
Stay away from that.
Mm.
Yeah. But yeah, just now I'm chilling. But a balanced breakfast is where it's at, man.
There you go.
It's the best freaking meal ever. I'll say it right now. I would die for breakfast
The
food.
balance in the balanced breakfast, if that's the balanced breakfast, is a little bit. I'm skeptical of that word there.
If you could eat one
You're
type,
buying it,
if
huh?
you could eat, if you could eat one type of food for the rest of your life, like,
Ooh.
if we're talking about breakfast foods, lunch foods, and then dinner
Mm-hmm.
foods, what would it be
It'd have to be something bland. And let me
for
explain
the rest
why.
of your life?
For the rest of my life. It'd have to be bland. You know why? Because
Why?
things that are too strong in flavor get really old over time. To me, at least. I feel like when I eat things that are like sugar, cereals like Lucky Charms, Fruit Loops, or Captain Crunch, or any of those, like, I get really, really sick of them after
Yeah.
like 1 or 2 weeks. But when I'm eating like Corn Flakes
Yeah.
or like plain Cheerios, it's way easier for me to eat those for like months and months at a time because it's just like eating something with a very light flavor.
Yeah.
It doesn't get old.
Man. Yeah, I guess that makes sense.
Yeah. So
But I
something
disagree.
bland is the only way.
But
I
I
can do it.
disagree.
What would you do?
I mean,
Any food
Well,
you're saying, right?
any food.
Yeah. What food would you do?
Well, you didn't answer. Well, you didn't really pick. You didn't
Well, I
answer my
said something bland. Like it'd have to be like cereal
question.
or something.
Oatmeal. Oatmeal, maybe.
Oatmeal. I guess maybe oatmeal because you can also modify oatmeal to be real different.
Okay, so breakfast. So you're saying breakfast food is where it's at.
I do prefer breakfast food, but maybe not. So it has to be something nutritious too, because I wouldn't want to eat something that's like
Okay, so you're saying
gonna
dinner.
kill me with
Okay.
shave off 20 years of my life.
Dinner's probably the better one then, if you want to eat healthy and stuff. Like I guess you can eat fruits and stuff for breakfast, but you
Well,
can
no,
always make a
that's-
nice omelet for breakfast if you wanted to.
Well, you're saying one food, right?
You're restricting yourself to the palates of like breakfast foods. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, so I can pick a genre of food?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like the whole genre of breakfast
Oh,
food.
well, then I would just pick a whole genre of dinner food, probably.
Okay, yeah.
Because
see,
dinner foods are more epic than
More
anything,
versatile?
right? Yeah.
Yeah, they are more versatile.
Well, they're just more epic, too.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, more versatile
Yeah.
is better, actually.
Well, I mean, for breakfast,
because
I
breakfast is epic as fuck.
I could have pizza for breakfast. Baked bagel bites.
Yeah.
There's some versatility there. You can do whatever you want.
Well, dinner food, you can do like a lox. And then that's a good breakfast
yeah,
food,
but you
too.
can't eat breakfast. You can't have like omelets or whatever pancakes. You're not allowed.
That's
for
fine.
dinner, for dinner.
That's fine. But you
Okay.
can have lox, which are a breakfast and a dinner food.
Okay.
So you gotta maximize your,
All right.
you know.
Fair enough. I mean, yeah. I mean, for me, it would probably be breakfast food, but I was thinking about cereals because you said you would only have one type of cereal.
I have a preference for bland cereals.
Interesting.
Yeah.
That's some psychopath stuff. No, I wouldn't do that. No.
Sociopath test.
Yeah.
What cereals do you prefer?
Yeah. Bland. Do you
It's like one of those BuzzFeed quizzes or something.
Yeah. I actually took a sociopath test thing.
I think we all have at one point.
No.
What'd you get?
Guess.
Did you get your sociopath?
No, guess. I want you to guess.
Well, it's like a numbers system, isn't it?
Yeah, it's like it gives you percentage breakdown or something.
Yeah.
It said you are 18.75 sociopathic, 22.73% impulsive, which makes you 4.13% less psychopathic than the population average. So I'm sitting in the normal range.
Okay.
Funny enough. Just I'm more normal. I can't see that. I'll probably put it in Terrence's camera.
Yeah, there you
There
go.
I am, people. I'm normal. I'm a baby. I'm apparently I'm pussy.
That's how they labeled you. You are a pussy.
Yeah. So I used air quotes, okay? No, I'm going to bleep that. But, no, basically, you know what the kids say nowadays? I'm simp. I'm a simp.
Yeah.
You know? That's what it is. I would just want to simp in peace, okay?
Simp in peace.
Yeah. Yeah, man, it's... But yeah, anyway, the cereals... The cereals.
Also, Juan, we don't have to stretch this podcast out all the way. You know, if we want to end early, we can do a short podcast.
Man, I'm
because I feel like you're like struggling to hang on.
No,
here.
I'm in a stream of consciousness right now. I'm talking about.
But don't feel like you gotta,
Oh no, I'm not trying.
Yeah.
I'm just following the wave here.
Okay.
So yeah, my breakfast. Let me for the listeners out there, if you see me, you can hand me a box of cereal. Any of these. These have been like. I'm trying to think back to like when I was a kid. My whole timeline of evolution of cereals.
Yeah.
When I was a kid, I used to love Trix.
Classic.
Classic.
So good.
I don't even know if they have them anymore.
They do. I've had them recently.
You know what's funny? They used to have. Remember when they used to have like shapes and stuff?
They still do.
They do.
They do.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because
like the different like rainbow shape or something.
Yeah. Well, it's funny because somebody said, "What if?" Because I remember there being like the Trix being different shapes.
They
were.
They have. They are. They have like grape bunch. They have like a bunch of grapes.
Yeah.
They have like a little. It's like in the shape of fruits. I believe.
But then now they change. But then apparently they changed or something.
Maybe they changed the shape type.
Yeah,
but they're still there.
And then people were saying that, well, what if like we're just because Trix are for kids and we're no longer kids, so
we can't see it the same.
Yeah, and I was like, wow, damn, brilliant marketing scheme from the Trix people at General Mills.
Completely planned.
Yeah, long con.
Yeah,
just tricking us into some sort of Berenstein Bears, whatever it's called, multiverse. Thing.
Yeah, the Mandela effect.
Mandela effect. Yeah. The I was like, what is that? The Trix. It was going to be Trix, and then it's pretty much what would you call it? I guess Honey Bunches of Oats was my thing for a minute.
Oh, okay. That's kind of healthy for a kid.
But that's like, yeah.
Nice.
But my mom used to.
Your
buy
mom
that
must have
cereal.
been very happy that you would eat that.
Yeah. She was on that, so I would. That one was always in the background. But like as a kid, Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Oh yeah,
that's like
that's like sugar death.
Oh yeah, and every time I would have one for Saturday morning cartoons, I would just be like, I gotta have my cereal. I gotta have like, that's the first thing. I gotta eat my cereal with like the opening Pokemon theme song. Like I gotta have that. I gotta.
It's ritualistic, huh?
Ritual. It was a ritual. Yeah, I used to be really sad when I would miss.
When you miss it.
Because they weren't going to ever show it.
That's a once a week opportunity, right?
You ain't going to see it anymore, man. Your friends are going to have to spoil it for you.
Yep. You messed up.
You done goofed. So, yeah. So anyway, it would be that. Lucky Charms. I was on a Lucky Charms wave, like for most of my teens. Mm-hmm. I'm saying like 10 through like maybe even 20 something, 25.
Yep. Gotta love Lucky Charms. So
Lucky
good.
Charms, really magically delicious.
That really hits your stomach though as an adult. I feel like
it
though.
Does.
That one kind of hurts me.
Yeah. Well, I was on
stay away.
Yeah, I was on Captain Crunch for a minute though.
Oh yeah.
But then it really messes up the roof of your mouth.
Yeah.
So you kind of just have to like.
But Lucky Charms gives me the fucking runs or
the
some
bubble
shit.
guts.
Yeah.
Cinnamon Toast Crunch was that for me for a while. I can't eat it anymore.
Oh really?
Yeah. For some reason they just.
Okay. I don't know if I got that from Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Mm-hmm.
Lucky Charms and Cheerios do it. It's that weird fiber stuff they use. I think.
Maybe. Yeah. No, yeah, I believe you. But yeah, I mean that was my jam for a minute.
Those
I
are
mean,
good
still
choices,
is.
man. Those are some top choices for me too.
Well, now,
But they have too much flavor. That's why I wouldn't.
yeah. Well, now a Special K is my jam.
Oh yeah. So good.
With strawberries.
Yeah, so good.
That's my jam. Well, any of the Special
It's not that
Ks.
healthy. It's not as healthy as they claim, though.
No, but I had a nutrition class that I kind of sat in, and one of the professors was saying she was saying that Special K, if you're gonna eat any cereal, Special K would be the cereal that you'd want to eat.
Nah, there's no way.
Because
They have a
it's-
bunch of sugar in there.
No, I know, but she's
And
saying,
sodium.
yeah, but she's saying it has a complete set of vitamins that most people need in their diet. So
I would be
she's
skeptical of
like,
that.
you could live off of Special K for the rest of your life if you wanted.
Okay.
Yeah, it's true.
It's got more sugar than some other cereals, though, and it's got more
Yeah.
sodium than other cereals.
Drink a little water, you're fine. The other thing was like rice and beans. You could eat rice and beans for the rest of your life and live to be 100. Yeah, it's a complete
I don't know if I
protein.
wanna live to
you
be
get
100,
everything.
though.
Why not?
Be wrinkly and old and barely able to walk. Sounds unfun to me.
Yeah, it does. But you know what? You get to think.
No.
No, you don't want to do that. All right. Anyway, so Anyway, so we might go on a hike actually in a little bit, but we definitely
today?
Why not? We gotta get some food in us though.
Yeah.
We'll probably cut this one early because I'm actually
Right.
really hungry.
Yeah, let's do it.
I'm like dragging my butt here.
Yeah, you're like hanging on by a thread.
So yeah, a lot of it is just disappointment from like just being disappointed that I didn't get to present,
Mm-hmm.
and then and also I'm just maybe I'm a little bit dehydrated, maybe I'm a little lethargic because my
Yeah.
sleep schedule is a little jacked up.
Yeah, we're all whacked out right now.
Yeah.
Hey.
Not on dope, kids. Stay away from drugs, okay? So the only the legal ones, okay, people. Only do it if it's legal.
Only the legal ones.
Wink.
Well, Lortabs and Xanax and all those are legal. I would not recommend those at all to kids.
Only with the doctor's approval, okay?
Yeah, and even then, I'd be very skeptical.
Yeah, I would also be
Yeah.
highly skeptical. So we're definitely.
Is that it?
I think that's
Shall we
it,
wrap it?
man. We should probably wrap it up.
All right, folks. This is a brief episode for Eigenbros. Still kind of long,
Just
though.
a check-in.
Yeah.
This is
Hopefully, we'll make some more stuff in the week with Boulder related, but we got to
Yeah.
see. We don't know yet.
yeah.
So.
We got to reach out to a couple professors,
Mm-hmm.
ask them if they're camera shy or something, and
Mm-hmm.
see if they're ready to make their debut on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. We'll see.
All right.
So thanks, y'all.
Okay.
Talk to you soon.
All right. See you guys.
Peace. Sold it like Nardwar.